Oh, power on. Okay.
All right.
Testing, one, two.
All right. Why can't we hear?
Oh, connected. Oh, there we go.
Is it?
Yep.
I can't hear anything.
Is yours off? Somewhere?
Did my mic get turned off?
No, I can hear you. I can hear both of us. Yeah.
Hear...
Hello, Pablo.
Pablo.
It's got the last 0 countdown. Opening credits rolling. Looks like we're in business. We are in business.
Yes, Pablo.
One problem solved. Different problem we wanted. We
and
need
then
to
the
figure
audio
out.
problem started up, and it's my little earbud isn't. You can hear?
I can hear both of us. Yeah.
I can't hear.
Hold the button
Mine
down.
Isn't... All right, Pablo.
Okay.
I'm trying to present my Photoshop, and it says it's not available at this time. What?
Pairing?
Pairing?
No. What
Pairing?
the hell?
What the?
Closed caption for the bandwidth impaired.
Okay. Keep your pants on. Okay, this is stressful. Why did it have to repair?
I don't know.
Literally. Martin, can you take care of this part?
Yeah, let me take care of this part. Yes. Sure. Here, pass the.
Make sure your computer has given Chrome the ability to screen share. Oh. That's a good question. I was able to do that before. Hang on. It also updated in the middle of us trying to start the broadcast the first time. Martin, they can hear us.
Yes, they can hear us.
So, can we find out where we screen share on the computer?
Yes.
Auto update while you're at it. I thought we did have it disabled. We've said no to it many, many times.
This end is still, hang on.
Yes, we're on an Apple using Chrome. We were just bitching about how wonderful this Apple was when we bought it and how horrible it's become. And I can't see the screen behind. Can you, Martin?
I think you're good. Hang on. Okay.
Okay.
Did I just...
You just overlapped. I can't see comments because you just opened them.
What did...
Okay. Oh,
how did I open
you're running. Just quit this. Quit this. Quit. Oh my God.
Okay.
Yes, right. We're on an Apple. How do we make sure it is screen sharing the app?
Oh, I see.
Oh,
okay.
Martin, don't go. Don't do that.
Okay. It's all right.
Close that window, please. Close the tab.
Close the tab. Boom.
Okay. Make it small. Move it to the side. Because I can't see what Pablo's saying. Now you've got permission on Chrome. Video stalled. Yeah, because Martin opened another tab while pressing buttons and stuff. We're sure. We're okay. Yeah, we're back now.
System. Security. Hold on. What was it we're looking for? Open, allow.
Sure, your computer has given Chrome
the ability to screen share.
Thank you, Pablo. I try to appreciate me too.
Okay, thank you.
Deep breath in and out. I don't know if you heard Pablo, but last night I wound up in the hospital with a possible small stroke or an allergy that may have popped up to alcohol or yeah, it was an interesting night. I'm now off of salt, all alcohol, most sugars because they want everything out of my system so they can do a test and figure out what happened to me last night. Yeah. I'm in like emotion food withdrawal.
Eh,
It's insane. You broke it, Martin. Yes.
I did not break anything.
Yeah. Um, I've been having some anxiety problems as well, but that could be hormonally connected. So because I've been emotion eating, uh, they had no way last night to do any kind of tests because I had some alcohol in my system and I had lots of salt in my system. And yeah, Christina's got to stop emotion eating
Hmm.
and find better things to be emotionally zen about.
So where do we find those to
Was that
allow
bug or
us?
fix named after me after all? You can do it. Thank you, Pablo. Ethanol. I know. If I wind up being, it was rum mixed drinks, and Martin and I were doing a mini little barbecue, and I know I had more than him, but I don't think I had that much.
You
And
didn't have that
suddenly
much more
I
than me.
felt,
Yeah, no.
yeah, suddenly I felt immensely drunk and couldn't access my brain, and everything was pissing me off. And yeah, yeah. I have a whole list now of things that I have to get out of my system so they can do proper tests.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay, so you're saying.
Oh, fentanyl in my system right now. Oh, yeah, because you're in the hospital. Meditation, and when that fails, lightsaber do. Hell yeah.
Hey,
Hey, Pablo, the next story time, we're going to do Star Wars.
what was that?
Because
Sorry, to screen share.
May the 4th. So we'll start collecting the $5 awards and everything on May the 4th, or we'll promote it on May the 4th. We'll get into our Jedi and promote it all. And a little later on in the month, we'll do the actual story time. I'm so in. Yes. Oh, Pablo,
Nice.
we had to pick your Irish deity. I don't remember what we picked for him, but I guess you'll find out Saturday. We are still trying to figure out how to give it permission.
Permission to screen share. I don't even know like where in the settings that is. I just did a
Yeah,
search
but
for screen share in the settings, and it said
is it in Chrome or is it in the computer?
that's a good question.
Yes, of course. You and Peter
You
will
got one, yeah.
always get in the stories. I'm not letting you guys get out of it. And Peter bought a wooden hap sign for himself. So tomorrow we're plugging in the laser cutter tomorrow morning. So we're gonna broadcast cutting his that evening. Oh, we tagged you a few times, but I figure you're busy.
Yep.
It's okay. You just have to trust us. What did we make? I think we made him a changeling, didn't we?
Yes, I believe we did.
We
Yeah.
made you a changeling, Pablo.
No, that's not. No, it's not
You're
in
gonna be a
settings.
changeling. Be careful of farty pants. The difference between a perfect 10 and disqualification is particle size.
Particles. Great.
I'm really into hunting
Whoop, whoop,
Wolf-esque
whoop, whoop,
characters.
whoop.
Oh, do we have only one
I
werewolf?
think we have 2 werewolves already.
We already have 2 werewolves.
Yeah,
Well, we can do.
more
We can do a
werewolves. We can.
pack.
Oh, because
Because I
werewolves are
haven't
not
written that part
solitary.
yet. Ron, what did you end up being? I don't remember.
Pulling it up right now.
Yeah, do we
Ron
want to change
is
Pablo to a werewolf?
Kelpie.
Kelpie. You're a Kelpie, Ron.
Okay.
So let's
that
change
makes
Pablo to a
that
werewolf.
makes Peter and Pablo werewolves.
And who's the third werewolf?
We only had the 2. Sorry.
So Peter and Pablo are both werewolves?
Yep.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
All right.
You're going to be your own little pack. And because Irish
a
werewolves
pack
are
of
different.
2.
Well, Martin keeps looking for how to do this. Irish werewolves are different because the human form stays in human form, and the werewolf comes from the human form, and the human form stays in sort of like a coma while the werewolf is loose. But when they merge again, like I mean, the human form feels everything that the werewolf, ate. The werewolf did, like if he got scratched or wounded or whatever, the human form feels it. So when he gets right back out of his coma and the werewolf is no more, he still feels everything. So it's very different. It's still really fun. Red Eye,
It
you
is,
are
and
a puka. I started writing that part already. Did we make him a rabbit puka
I don't.
or a horse puka?
We did not specify.
We did not specify. Okay, Red Eye, do you want to be a horse puka or a rabbit puka? I named my car Kalia, Latin
Kalia.
for she-wolf. Ooh.
Oh, cool. Oh, Kalia. Okay.
We're into the dragon thing, so our car is Drogon. Yeah, like a Matrix werewolf. It happens in the Matrix, happens to the body outside. It's true. True. Rabbit puka. Puka, Pooka.
No.
Chrome app will not be able to record the contents of your screen until it is quit. Oh, hit later. They're just going to have to believe me talking
Okay.
about. But leave that open in the background.
Leave that open in the
Here,
background.
give me my
Okay.
mouse back.
Give you your mouse back. Trackpad back. 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 Curse you, autocorrect. Rabbit polka.
So we're gonna have to
Sounds like a weird owl thing.
live with not being able to see what I'm doing on Photoshop.
Because apparently you have to restart Chrome, which we already went through that like the beginning of this broadcast. So let's not do this again.
again.
Oh no, not again.
Apparently, Pablo said fix is coming up next update for comment on
Okay.
iOS. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. So I want a cosplay award. I want a cosplay award so we can encourage cosplayers to get their butt over here. And it would be really easy to do a cosplay award because it would be like the not mannequins, but the forms.
Oh, little dress form.
Dress forms. Yeah, dressmakers form.
The page, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With things hanging off it. Maybe wings. I think that would be awesome. Because I've seen a few other broadcasters. I can't remember who it was. She dressed up as Wonder Woman. I'm having a hard time with the memory thing since last night. Well, I've been having a hard time with memory since the whole perimenopause. Gentlemen, if you know a woman who is in perimenopause or menopause, treat her nice. One love. How do we do that? Oh, one love. Here.
One love.
One half and one love. That's how we do one love.
Hey. Thank you, Desiree.
Pablo, thank you. And you can't miss next Saturday. Next Saturday at 7. Saturday at 7. Yes. I'm running Android and the Habs app. Not impressed so far. I have to do a restart after I run the app. I get random lockups, huh? You guys read my mind. I was going to wait until December to use the code. LOL. Okay. Oh, the fact that, yes, the $5 sponsorship, the discount code for the store, we put a date on it of November 1st. So basically April to November, so that people don't become sponsors just long enough to get a discount for Christmas gifts. And I want to do 2 different levels of discount code depending on our sales between now and then, of the general public discount and a sponsor discount. So probably for those 2 months, if our sales are really good between now and then, for the 2 months, we're going to do a 20% or 15% or whatever, depending on our sales, for our sponsors, just for those 2 months. And we're going to do the 10% for the public. But again, it will all be dependent upon our sales.
Mm-hmm.
but we want to separate these sponsors from the average Joe public. So yeah.
The average Joe public.
So Ron, you can still wait until November or December, but we can't tell you what the percentage is going to be until we know what our sales are going to be. Because we have to be wise this time. Be really wise. To be more supportive. But damn the shipping. Yeah, we'll still figure that out. We're gonna stick it in the mail. We're just gonna do it out of our pocket tomorrow and battle it out with Square.
Oh yeah.
We may not have to battle it out, but pursue an answer with Square. So I'm going to get this small picture up here.
While she's doing that, I'm just taking one of our LEDs here.
Now, honey, it looks like the small frame is edited not as wide as what we see on the actual
Oh,
iPad.
okay. I see what you mean.
So if you
right
can...
now, my helping hands are in frame. Okay, sort of center frame.
Yeah, well, you can, if you see, you can cover the drawers. You'll get more in frame. So shift over.
Shift all
See
this
drawers
over.
in the background? No, other way.
Oh, the other way. Oh, other way. Towards the edge of the table.
There you go.
The other right.
You can even go a little more. Yes, there you go.
Okay.
That's much better.
Much better.
Okay, so here we are, folks. Martin is working on the electronics, so unfortunately, that's not a. He tends to get wrapped up. We'll see if he looks up every once in a while.
I will.
And I am working on a Photoshop dragon head to create a 3D print. And what I usually do for 3D prints is I create in Photoshop because I'm used to Photoshop.
Okay, that's a white.
And that would
be a white LED. Okay. Well, that might be one of the leftover Stargate LEDs.
Oh, it might be.
From the Atlantis gate.
We have a few of those.
Okay. Now that my eyes are buggy and I can't see what I'm doing.
Yeah, thanks. You weren't. You kind of bugged
me out too. Because the customer's saber is going to be a blue one, I think, right?
Sounds like Vegas. Well, you can double check.
Yeah, I just did actually.
Okay, yeah. Well then why are you asking me?
I don't know.
Can you get your knee in? Because thank you.
There we go.
Because the main screen is also a
oh, look smaller. At that!
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the toughest thing about making a lightsaber.
Depends. If we're talking like right now, she's going to be the first customer. We gave her a discount to be a guinea pig. We are redesigning. Like years ago, we did chargeable lightsabers, and chargeable technology is much more accessible now. So this one, the big challenge is going to be redesigning the way the battery is handled. So instead of switching the battery, we're going to create a sort of like a recharging, a section inside. So all she has to do is plug in her lightsaber. She doesn't have to open it at all. We're hoping.
We're hoping.
But the toughest thing, it's always the electronics. I mean, if we're talking, someone wants to keep the price down, so they want a toy guts, but they don't want a toy lightsaber physical size. We have to figure out how to take the toy guts and put it in a smaller saber. So it's usually a matter of rewiring things a bit. Whether or not you're swinging it. If you're swinging it, we have to make sure it's much more secure. If you're just hanging it on a wall, it takes a lot less time. It's so much simpler to make.
Hey, Brenda. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Brenda. So it really depends on the customer's request.
That's green.
Okay. We actually prefer it when people do the more expensive ones. Like, I mean, we're giving her, she wanted toy guts. And we said, no, listen, since you're going to be our tester for this new, we're giving you a proper LED. And the cost difference between them is huge. It's really huge. So we're, if you're going to let us play on a new design, we'll negotiate with you. I'm really hoping this works because it makes it easier for us in some ways. Pain, need, nurse. Okay.
Pain need nurse.
So when I do 3Ds, thank you, Wayne. We can't always afford to do it all the time. We've had people go, "Oh, well, you gave so and so a discount. Can you come up with something and give me a discount?" It's like, well, no. Once something works, it works. So yes, when I do a lot of 3D stuff, I use Photoshop, keeping in mind, the bright levels are higher and the dark levels are lower, and turn it into black and white or grayscale, and clean it up and go from there. You save it as a bitmap. The drivers for the Creator Pro have no problems with taking the bitmap and instantly converting it once you drop it into the drivers.
By the way, my wife says hi. Oh, say hi to your wife, Wayne.
Yes. Oh, yes. And I still will appreciate to the end of time her willingly, unawareingly demonstrating the difficulty of being a couple.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah. Rob Oh, Rob! Hi!
Rob, hey.
Rob Freedom.
Hey, how are you?
Why are you on Facebook? Get over to Haps.
Why aren't you on Haps?
Haps.tv/invite/@car hunger. The @ symbol. Get over to Haps, Rob. Come over to Haps. Laughing at your body talk interview we did.
Nice.
That was so much fun.
No matter.
So I found a dragon head online that was really easy to convert. So I'm going to put it down here in the... Oh, I can upload image. So you guys can see a desktop. But what she wanted for her unique thing, because the thing like copyrighted stuff, to replicate it accurately, you run a risk of copyright issues.
Yeah. So when we're doing something like this, we always try to get at least 10% different. It's what's termed as legally distinct.
Yes, Rob. Again, Haps HAPS.tv/invite/the @ symbol and then CARR.
HUNGER. Trying to stay on the ball. Trying to stay on the ball. I'm trying. Yes. Oh yeah, I see. You keep moving further.
We're just gonna lose your face every once in a while.
Soon I'm gonna be in the living room. I keep moving farther over.
Your hands are. That one's white too.
That one's white too.
Your hands are featured. Yay!
Excellent. There he is.
There he is. There he is.
Am I the only one getting random pauses in the video? Oh, that's just us doing that too.
Yeah.
We're messing with you.
That's right. So I found this dragon that was really easy to grayscale. She wanted a dragon on her lightsaber. And I was originally just going to do a silhouette. And that's because I was going to cut it with a laser cutter. And then I thought, hold on, we have a 3D printer. It would be so much more fun to do a little more three-dimensional. It means just the head, and it's not going to be very big. But I think it'll be really cool. And I think she'd like it.
Yeah.
She said dragon. She didn't say what kind or how much.
She didn't really specify, did she?
No anyone getting random. It's great to see you guys. What's the project name?
You too, Rob.
We are finally getting around to working on this lightsaber. And keep in mind, folks, when you sponsor $5 or more, the discount code can apply to custom work as well.
That's right.
But for that, I haven't figured out how to do it in the system. So it is a matter of...
I've got my hydromorphone. This broadcast is going to get more fun. Oh, here's where Ron starts getting a little loopy. Oh, jeez. I really hate when my earpiece does that.
You're being clumsy.
Yeah. My earpiece just like randomly ejected itself from my ear.
I don't even know if you're putting it in right.
That's what she said. But we're not that kind of broadcast.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, this is fun trying to work on Photoshop and Haps at the same time.
So how's the Saber going? Interesting. Tonight we're trying to just get the electronics sort of pinned down and get that out of the way so we can actually get into the permanent assembly of the thing.
Oh, Ron. Oh, Ron. Internal pressure. Yeah, really. My original fancy brand name stint failed.
Oh.
Now I got a generic one that's working better.
Well, that's good to hear.
Okay. That is good to hear. So I am going to sharpen this.
I wish I had a little better vantage point on the helping hands here. To have them at a useful angle for me to work on. Kind of they're in the way of the camera. However, let's see what we can do.
Okay, I'll bring the brightness up. Bring the contrast up. This image may actually be harder to clean up than I thought.
What color is the light going to be? This lightsaber's been requested to be blue. It's loosely based on the Anakin / Luke, like the saber that Obi-Wan gives to Luke, right? So we're going to go with that color scheme.
Yeah, this may be a little harder to clean up.
She says. So I just had to tidy up the wires
Very
here.
frustrating to watch with the constant random pauses. We'll jump out and come back in. All right.
Yeah, hopefully that solves it for you.
Yeah, I've been having some problems with the app as well. Remember, folks, let people like Pablo and Peter know what is happening tech-wise. So if you guys can put all this in a cylindrical thing, like a laser, I'm sure you can put a cylindrical thing in a bigger container. A phaser. Well,
who's saying the phaser is a bigger container?
We've done phasers before, but again,
Yeah.
remember it's LED. It's not real. It doesn't cut through things. Although it's real if you can touch it. It's just not the kind of real people think.
That's what we always do with the kids when they say, "Is that real?
Can you see it? Is it here? Can you touch it? Am I holding it?
Physically occupy space? Then therefore it is real." Love doing that with as data.
I miss you doing data, but of course it's not something you're going to do with the facial hair and the.
No. Mirror universe data.
That could be interesting.
If I stroke my chin thusly, do I look more distinguished?
No.
She's no fun. Phaser with laser guts, please.
I'm fun enough.
Oh, she's totally fun. Oh, she's so fun. Is that getting a little too personal, or?
Just a tiny bit. But that's why I ignore you a lot.
What?
Exactly.
So this little board that I'm working on here, folks, is the one of the toy lightsaber soundboards. And I'm just trying to reconnect a couple of broken wires here.
I wish I could afford to give her a pro soundboard, but that's not in the cards for us at this time. So we're just giving her a pro LED. You know, 6 of one, half a dozen the other. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Either way, you get a dozen.
That's true. Looking down again. Hello, Eric.
Eric Hypes, hey, how are you? Who does
Laser guts, please. Nice. Has it been a smooth build so far? Well, we've been trying to build it through multiple moves, so that's kind of slowed us down. So,
It's been a on again, off again build.
and like I said, we're experimenting with a new way to charge, so she never has to worry about a battery compartment.
Just plug it in like a phone.
Still getting 5-10 second pauses randomly. Patience, you got it, Red Eye. Who doesn't love a good lightsaber? You got it. That's right. On the high end, how much would a real facer run for? By real, I mean working prop plus real personal defense laser inside. I have no idea. I've never budgeted. We make fake stuff, not real stuff. Well,
willing to sign a liability waiver? Waiver? Waiver. It's a waiver.
I mean, a lot of productions have paid a lot of money to get us to do things, but at the same time, it's no one's asked us for that. I mean, productions have big budgets, but I don't know. I mean, if you were serious about it, I guess we could research. But Martin's right. Yeah, you have to. You're gonna have to sign a waiver, dude.
We're not just going to hand over a piece of technology like that. And
yeah, that's a good way to.
Something goes wrong, and the customer goes, "Oh, well, they made it for me."
Exactly. Where we're able to find the necessary parts for this build. For this particular build, we used a toy saber because she wanted a toy saber. She wanted to keep the cost down even further. So it's the guts of a toy saber, and the LED came from a supplier in the States. Usually, when we do the high end lightsabers, the boards we get from a company in the States as well, because there's no point in reinventing the wheel, so to speak.
Exactly. Yeah.
And let's see, the body is mostly hardware store. Same with the paints, the molding materials for the fins. It's all smooth on product.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what, Martin? This dragon's going to be a hell of a more work than one broadcast.
Oh yeah.
So I think,
especially if we're only really trying to be on for an hour, and we're at 33 minutes now, right?
Well, I think we're going to have to go more than an hour.
Yeah.
In all fairness. So I'm wondering if I should cast those fins. I'm going to have to put like a piece of paper down.
Mm-hmm.
So a while ago, quite a while ago, and thank you everyone for asking questions. It does make it easier. We have the fins from the original. This way Martin can keep working. From phasers we made of a similar type years ago, like many, many years ago. So went to the dollar store and got a cheap little plastic tray. And we had 3 spares left over. And the hardest thing about these is we had to sand them down to have a bit of curvature because they kept popping off. It's one of those oh no.
Yep.
Okay, we're back again.
Little stutter.
Connection lost, and then it came back. Huh. It's just a prop, LOL. Laser in it. So we took the spares because this way we can pour fresh ones and stick a curved surface on top of the pour to make like the curved surface it's going to be glued to in order to make it slightly rounded so they don't pop off. I believe I need the knife to get in here. Yes, thank you.
Knife or actually a small screwdriver? The knife might snap the blade.
Oh no, I don't plan on going around the corners. I just plan on going down the side. Prop with the laser. Like I said, productions don't even do that.
Well, yeah, be very dangerous.
Are our lightsabers here? May the 4th.
They are.
Oh, are they?
Yep.
Did you want to grab them for a moment?
I'll go grab them. Yeah.
I think yours is toy guts. No, it's not.
No, the other Luke saber that we built, the Return of the Jedi one, is got toy parts in it.
Is that one here?
I don't know. Let me double check.
I don't know, he says. So we made
It is.
fresh castings of these. Oh, bring them over. Let's see if the batteries have any power. Hopefully they do. So these, of course, the sabers he's bringing over are ours. They're ones we didn't make for customers. We made them for ourselves. And Martin, you may have a point on the flathead screwdriver. Gotta watch the soldering iron, or I will burn my arm.
You don't want to do that.
Not on purpose.
Hey, leave that for volunteers to do.
You really. We had a volunteer at one time that grabbed the lightsaber from the wrong end. It was very painful.
Alrighty. So, I know we had one of these. I know we had the Return of the Jedi saber was randomly going off in the cabinet. So I can't remember whether we disconnected
Laser
the battery or.
this LOL. You just putting its guts inside a phaser pump. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how much they're worth. Ahead of the curve. You are.
Ahead of the curve
Brilliant
you are.
idea with the curve. Thank you. Wait, she's allowed to play with sharp things? Duh.
More so than me.
Come on. You met me swinging a sword.
So is that one? There,
Oh, it is still.
Yep. Good blade.
This was the toy one?
So that's got the toy guts in it, yeah.
Yeah.
And that one has a white LED with a blue gel in front of it.
That's
So it
right.
actually looks very white blue. That was one of the things.
The blue gel's starting to bleach.
A little bit, yeah. That was one of the things we were having with the blue LEDs for blue sabers. You either get a really white blue on camera or a really purple blue on camera.
So we found a company that actually gives the comparisons on their page of the different blue LEDs they provide, and we've been very happy with them. But their LEDs are like, once we convert American to Canadian, they're about $20 a pop.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta really want it. So this is the toy guts.
And you're out of frame.
Right. Right. So it's got the, unfortunately, the unpredictable weird sensitivities of the toys themselves, because the toys, of course, are made for the kids. But the parts and the metal core and everything is all, all made from scratch. It's just the guts are from a toy. So this was fun, designing the skinnier section to not fall apart. I don't recommend you try to put it through a wall. So yeah, you can see with the blue filter how it looks. I'm going to put this one off the side now. Oh yeah, it is a little chip tip. Did you bring all the blades, or am I just using the same one?
Just use the same blade.
Okay. Now this is mine. If we were to repeat this process again, we would charge a lot. I spoiled myself because this was the first of its design, and all the blue is like a diamond coating.
Yeah, anodized. Yeah.
Which doesn't scratch up and is durable as all hell and looks beautiful. So there you go. We use Sabercord boards because they already did the technology and they already did all the math and everything. So there's no point in reinventing the wheel. And they will sell you the boards separately, but the boards run about $200 for us because, again, American to Canadian conversions, etc., etc. So that's $200 board in there. The anodizing process. It's a Pro LED, and you'll see the difference. That one was a white LED with a blue filter. You gonna keep working?
Yep. I'm having fun watching you.
I see. I meant you being that kind of broadcast.
Look at you carrying for the saber.
This is my baby. This is all my
It is
design.
her baby.
So, little button is in a bit of a cowl so that you don't accidentally turn it on, and you'll see the difference.
That's loud.
It's loud. That's very blue. Still shows up very white on camera, but this camera also has a bit of an LED. You can see more of the blue. And of course, the sensitivities are more accurate. And being a Saber Core board, you can adjust your sensitivity as well as your volume. And right now I've got it loud because, doing things in public, you want them to be able to hear it. And this was a design um, done while we had access to other tools to be able to create a screw-on cap on the end for the battery compartment. We no longer have access to those tools because this is all aluminum. So I'm going to get the blade to, this one's a screw-on. So this is not something we can easily do with what we have. So, the design change had to happen. And we were thinking of, again, and this is what we mean by we design for ourselves a lot, and we sometimes forget to design for a customer. That's cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get a lightsaber. Well, Desiree, drop us a note. Love it nice. Yeah, those boards are worth it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get onto our web store at carhunger.ca, and we have a section there for getting custom quotes.
CARR.
HUNGER.
You see, that's the speaker. And this is what I mean by we tend to design for ourselves and then we realize that we're going to have to tell people how to do things a lot. So, first of all, we no longer have access to the equipment to do this. So, we'd have to go in and basically pay for some time in a shop if we wanted to do this. That's going to increase the cost. I don't mind doing that for a production. I don't like doing that to a cosplayer. But this speaker for the battery compartment is basically you grab the edge of the speaker and there's the battery compartment inside. But, see, there's the main board. But if you accidentally, when you put it back in, you have to line up the little pins. If you accidentally push in the middle of the speaker, you destroy your speaker. So that's
boards
another
are
reason.
worth it with the sensitivity, yeah.
Um,
Yes, we did cut those
Yes.
threads on a lathe.
Color blade would you have? Yeah. I'm a fan of blue a lot. Blue is always been at the top list of my favorite colors. So that's when we realized if you don't say to the customer, you put it back in and stuff like that. And that's why we're redesigning now and we're using our friend, we're giving her that discount so that we can experiment with actually sealing it all in and having like a charging port, especially with today's technology. It's going to be really easy.
Desiree says white.
White.
Like Ahsoka. Ahsoka Tano has her
that's
two
right.
white lightsabers. Right?
That's true. Now, this is Martin's. Right now, this is loose because
The screw's too long. We need to get a shorter screw for it.
we need to get a shorter screw.
That doesn't dig into the battery when you tighten it up.
Yeah. So that was a little error in design. So of course it's a Qui-Gon, but Qui-Gon's actual saber, this is flat. This area is flat here, but that wouldn't leave us enough room for the electronics or anything. And put this blade in. This is again the Pro LED Pro board.
Oop.
You have to be very careful tightening these because if you go too far, you can actually push down on the LED. And then the power button is the little red. So I love the greens. These I love these LEDs. I'm always willing to pay the price for these suckers. These are just beautiful LEDs. And of course, folks, this is how the We're Not That Kind of broadcast started. We built these on air years ago on Periscope. And, my blue one wasn't built on air, but this one was, and the other one was. And I was sanding the blade because you have to sand at different levels in order to get the light to travel up. So thicker at the bottom and thinner, and you have to do it gradual or it looks kind of chunky on camera. And I was sitting there going like this with the blade while Martin was talking. And one of our viewers actually said, that's phallic, that's suggestive. And I said, no, listen, we're not that kind of broadcast. And back then it was just a throwaway comment. And
And
it very quickly became,
became our catchphrase. Yeah.
So by the time we get to the blade on this one, I will probably be on air sanding and sanding and sanding and sanding. It's because the little LED ring is a little bright.
It washes out over.
So now on this one, because we didn't have access to that lathe and attachment, I should turn.
Oh, Ron, we wouldn't mind experimenting with a phaser. I mean, we'll make anything, but that the personal defense laser thing really kind of sets us on edge.
Well, it doesn't set us on edge; it sets the government on edge.
Exactly.
I'd like
Look,
to stand.
we don't want to be the next Tony Stark here.
We don't have that kind of money,
or at least not that way.
So yeah, once we get a shorter screw and everything, this will get tighter. But in this case, this was something in the design we didn't like.
We were going to do the threads on that, but then we moved and didn't have access to the shop.
Well, we stopped working.
Maple syrup is lousy lube.
Okay, I don't want to break your saber.
Okay.
It's
Let me break my
fitting.
saber.
And because it's pressure fitted, it
Ta-da!
You have to really struggle.
Wait, that's not so. Oh wait.
We don't want to. Right. So if this lightsaber works with the whole charging port,
actually, here I'll show in the
and it
close-up
gets
here.
a test drive with our friend.
It's the same concept.
Same concept. Then we're going to redesign this one to be sealed with a little charging port because it's just going to be that much better. The pressure fitting is a pain
now I can't figure
butt.
out the orientation.
You got to get the little.
There we go.
So, no, the Sith Saber is in the storage locker.
The Sith Saber, the double-ended, yeah.
The double-ended Sith Saber is in the storage locker.
The Sith Saber. Is this on or off?
It's off.
Okay. So I may actually have to open up my the Return of the Jedi saber to do a comparison on the wiring because it's got the same board, but this board's not working. I'm not getting any sound out of it.
What?
Yeah.
I hope we didn't fry it.
I hope not.
That does happen sometimes.
Not that kind of broadcast. You're welcome again. Thank you, Hero.
We're
not that kind of broadcast.
Do you have a longer flathead screwdriver?
A longer flathead?
That or I'm just destroying this tray.
No, don't destroy the tray. Don't destroy the tray.
It's not the tray's fault.
Yeah, what did it ever do to you?
Now, this is the new Smooth On.
There you go.
Last time we did molds, we weren't using this stuff. This stuff is good. A little more money, but good. It's an already existing thing. Yes, and we live in Canada and there are laws.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're legal in Canada.
Maybe add a safety feature to switch from laser pointer to self-defense laser. Reason for laser stunt and kill settings. As far as anyone knows, it's just a laser pointer prop. Yeah, no. Hey, Perry.
How are things, Perry?
Get in there. What are you chuckling about?
Get in there, she says.
Martin?
We're not that kind of broadcast.
Okay, I'm getting there. So we did this on HAPS a few months ago when we actually did these. We poured it and everything. So this is the first time getting to see whether or not... You always kind of guess whether or not there's bubbles in the mold. Getting the vaccine tomorrow. Cool, Perry.
Oh, awesome. I guess as an Uber driver, that's probably a lot more necessary, right?
So there's the originals. We made the very first ones out of styrene. And then we shaped them. And there was a mold for them. But it was a very different molding material, and it already collapsed. In this case, we put a little piece of styrene in there. No, that's
It was a little bit of styrene or something just to make them a little bit thicker.
So that we can get the curve to it while we're pouring the mold.
Switch. Oops.
Sorry.
Nice.
We somewhere have around here a lightsaber that we made for someone else ages ago. So it's not as nice as the other ones, but it does exist. And she never paid us.
Oh, the black
So
saber.
yeah, it was a saber that we made non-operational, and then she wanted us to add the electronics, so we did. And so because she didn't pay us for the electronics, we kept the saber until she did, and she never did.
Yeah.
So
Really.
yeah, I guess you guys can see in the smaller frame there. If you want to get a closer look at what Martin's doing, I'm going to make the dragon disappear, and then let me switch these.
Okay. For safety, let's undo the battery. I'm trying
So
to
Martin,
remember.
be
I
aware
think
you're big now.
I'm big. I
Cue
think.
Return the Jedi music. Exactly. Perry, we are finishing the customer's lightsaber. How much? For what? A real laser? We don't know. You can't get us to say something we don't know.
Exactly.
So okay, so there's the originals. I'm stealing Martin's thunder for a moment.
Oh, sure. Ta-da.
Right. Those were made years and years and years ago. And there's the mold. So it's a little messy.
It's very shiny mold. It's reflecting the screen.
Yeah, really.
That's what happens when we pour the mold in a very shiny plastic box. So I'm realizing in order to take this apart, I have to actually unsolder the speaker.
Oh, honey, let's get it back together later, okay?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So are we
Just
gonna
need
have
to
to
do a
buy
little bit
another
of.
board?
I don't know. I think I just have some of the connections not in the right spot.
Oh, okay. Jen and I first shot on a 36. Nice. Hey, Steve. What are you guys doing on Facebook? Get over to Haps.
Yeah, really.
Get over to Haps. Haps.tv/invite/ the @ symbol car, CARR.
Hunger, HUNGER.
On screen now, Martin. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Functional versus non-functional saber. Or are we talking functional? Like, our sabers can range anywhere between $300 for just a prop, no electronics, something to hang off your costume. You can custom design it to make it look the way you want it to. Um, we can easily do a cheap blade that has been painted.
So cheap you can throw it around the room and not worry about it.
Easily $200-300, and up to like the double-ended lightsaber, which unfortunately isn't here. It's in the storage. That was quite the task. That's
Mm-hmm.
easily a $1,500 to $2,000 saber. This one, because of the finish on it, is geez, easily 800 to 1,000, and that's Canadian. So all you Americans, don't worry.
Do not worry.
Thank you. Awesome to see the workings of the lightsaber. Haps is where it's at.
Haps is where it's at. The network of now.
Black Saber, how much was it? Functional versus non-functional. Sorry, Med's working. That Black Saber non-functional we originally did as a gift to her. It didn't cost her anything, um, but the electronics to add it would. And yeah, but if we were to have sold it without the power in it, um, about
Oh, I
250,
remember.
300.
Probably about that. Yeah.
With the power in it, if you ordered it with the power in it to design with the high end electronics, so we don't have to try to fit things in around an existing design that wasn't designed to function. Um, the Pro board, you're looking at about $600 or $700, maybe a little more. It depends on what price things are now.
Yeah.
But you see, and this is it. If you want it diamond coated, then that's going to add a couple $100 on, and what kind of board you want inside. This is why we custom quote things like that. Now that black saber will eventually make it up online, but Martin and I haven't decided whether or not we're going to take the electronics out of it and just sell it as a non-working, or sell it dirt cheap as a working, because we can't guarantee its performance. The electronics were put in after the design. It's like trying to redesign the inside of an antique to be something that's the same but something else, and it doesn't fit. You have to try to make it fit.
That's definitely one way to look at it. Yeah. There you go.
On my way to Haps. Thank you, Steve. Going to head off to
Excellent,
bed.
Steve.
Much love, you guys. You too, Wayne. Haps doesn't run in the background now. Did
So there we
before?
go. There's the inside guts of the other one. Well, that's a different board yet. We have 3 different boards here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay, so I
Maybe
have to
we
do a little bit
should
more play
sell
here.
the black saber as a non-electronic and steal its board.
That's a good possibility.
We're
yeah.
not going to get as much for it, but I'm okay because it was
That's
modified to be electronic.
yeah. No, that's actually very feasible
Is it here?
to figure out where it went.
So, Martin, the one lightsaber in your hand, how does the mechanism work in that lightsaber?
The board itself came out of one of the toy lightsabers, and what we did, we made a little chassis to mount it on with the LED driver. That's that little, just a little black box with the white label on top of it, and that's the trigger switch. Which, when we put this thing together, hang on, very carefully slide it back in. As you slide it in, it pushes the LED down to the front of the saber. The LED sits about here.
Excuse me, Pippin.
Just slide this forward, then you see the little trigger button in place there. And then we have a little plastic cap. This one, again, this is another one of these we built for ourselves, so it's not really user-friendly in terms of customers. So there's our little, that's a little spacer cap, so that when we put the this collar on, it triggers from here. So there's a little button here that presses down, and if you can see on the inside there, pushes down. So we take this, slide it back on top. And when it drops in place, we have the belt post, right, for the belt clip. Fits into that little space there, and that holds that assembly together. And these are parts, of course, that the user wouldn't have to take apart, really.
Well, so we're redesigning it too. So
there we go. So that's back together again.
So the question is, before you go too far back together, in order to get her lightsaber done, do you want to sacrifice the guts of that saber
from this one, and then put something different in it after the fact? We could do that.
And this is it, folks, too. We do take donations of toys that you're no longer, using or playing with or broken.
I'm going to go get a tea refill, actually.
We are always happy to take donations.
Yeah,
whatever happened to you, like a little bit of a discount or something to say thank you. Whatever happened to what?
What happened to that lightsaber from Jaybird?
I don't know. You mean the one he destroyed on Bobber's End?
Yes.
I told him if he ever did that to one of ours, I was going to hurt him. Because it's wrong. You don't destroy a lightsaber. You just don't. It's sacrilege. Thankfully, it was not one of ours. Truly amazing. Thank you. Martin and I discovered many, many years ago that putting our talents together got us a lot further. Lately, it's been really tough because everything that's been happening, but
You got
Ooh, more
tea.
tea.
Refill.
Ooh, tea.
Ooh.
Ooh, piece of candy. Not allowed to have.
Oh, I know.
So right now, all I'm doing is trimming off the little, you see all the little rough edges? Because it saves a lot of work later on.
Yeah, that's where the silicone sort of leaked in around underneath the
Night,
part.
night, Harold. Thank you.
Night, Harold.
Oh no, it wasn't one of ours. He had a kid's like toy saber, one of the little ones. Yeah, we love those. If you break them, because they break really easy because they're really cheap, we will easily use the soundboard, even if it's like one of the, firing soundboards or kids' lightsabers out there that have the pew 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 type effect. We'll just pull out the board and use the board. If you want, you can even pull out the board out for us and stick it in a padded envelope. We will take any kind of donations that don't throw them in the garbage. People like us can use them. Easy enough to do. And we have a PO box now too, so that we can hand it out freely.
Okay, so we're going to use the guts from this guy.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. Why not?
I don't know. Why not? Based on the success of this one we're making for her, you might redesign that too. We might build it differently. And have a beer for
Actually,
Christina now. Thanks, Red Eye. Thanks. Really. Thanks. I'm. My mother. I was at Walmart. My mother calls and says, "Listen, you're at Walmart. Can you pick up some beer?" And I'm like, "For me?" She's like, "No, for me." I'm like, "Yeah, that's right. Rub it in, Mom." Thanks. I thought you were on my side.
All right, so there we go.
So I'm wondering if I can make this workspace to be able to pour one.
Yeah. Oh, we got to figure out a piece of tubing or something that.
Sorry.
Something to go against it, right?
The body of the saber.
The body of the saber itself.
Yeah.
The body of the saber.
Here we go.
The body of the saber. So this is the body of the saber that we're building right now.
Yeah, she's not getting an aluminum core like ours. It'll be light, battling. Again, the aluminum is much more money and more weight. So, saving you from yourself, Yeah. Yeah, sure you are, Red Eye. She has been working. Okay. Yeah, she said something about school and she couldn't spend money anymore. So she sent me a Twitter message.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, that's fine. I just would have liked to have known because I was worried about you.
We worry about people when they disappear unannounced.
Lightsabers rule. Thank you, Jazzy. And like we said, what we do is we do up to 3 redesigns. So if you want a modification to make from the drawing and stuff like that, you have to kind of describe it. We'll do it again. But no more than 3 times because it is time consuming. And then we start charging you a fee. It's not much, but it's, it's something we had to do because people would change their mind all the time and we'd spend more time designing them than we would making them.
Yeah, it gets a little frustrating after a while.
Well, time consuming. And we don't make much of a profit, especially in Canada. When people look at the price tag, they're like, "Oh my god!"
It's all right. You can call me.
The way things are priced up here,
you.
And the conversion from U.S. to Canadian.
That's always
yeah. We don't make as much as people think. I wouldn't be the first. You mean like?
Nor shall we be the last.
Yeah, there is that. So what do you think, Martin? You think I could do this on the computer desk without making a mess?
Without making a huge mess? Possibly, yeah.
Okay, if you're gonna say possibly, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, might be
Keyboard
safer.
and drives and Yeah, we gotta still work out the technicalities of being on a work table and being on air, and that's another reason why I want to own a laptop again, because that will make things like that much easier. So basically, what'll happen is, and depending on what material we want, we can use any material. Rule of thumb: flexible mold for solid result, solid mold for flexible results.
Yep.
Because you won't be able to get it apart if you don't. So on and so forth.
Okay, I just saw a comment from Perry asking how the 3D printer worked, and it got bumped off by something else.
Well, no, I see it.
Oh.
How's your 3D printer working?
Oh, okay.
It's just sometimes when things come in at the same time,
right,
one comment will suddenly jump above the other because it's a microsecond before, but it came through a microsecond after. I've had that happen before. Okay, so it's cleaned up, but I'm going to have to do the molding process not anywhere near my keyboard, and the drives and everything, because that would be really bad if something happens. Really, really bad. The 3D printer is working just fine. We already have some stuff up on online on the store. Where'd the button go? There it is. So we got these that are 3D printing really well, and I've been doing some other stuff for Shane and her passed away kitties, and I don't know where's the lightsaber pencil topper that hasn't gone up on the store yet.
Oh,
that's a good question.
That is packed with some stuff somewhere.
And we have these up online. Magnets.
Etsy? No, not Etsy.
No, our store.
Our store. Carhunger.ca.
That's the cutter.
That's our new online store.
We got to figure out a way to put these up. Yes. It's still getting stuff added to it, and there's still some work we have to do as we're learning the store itself, because we're using Square. So step by step.
Boop.
What a lightsaber where the actual photons are held together in a magnetic field. No need for glass. Again, Ron. Don't know. Guys, for this amazing working of lightsaber, you are welcome. Kind of wish we were working on two of them, because then I'd be right in there as well. But that's okay.
Okay, so
that's the hardest thing about doing these broadcasts as a pair. Getting crud out of the pommel. Check out their online store at carhunger.ca. That's right. But you see, Vince Perry is over on Facebook instead of
he
on
can't
Huffs
see the
where
comments.
He belongs. Perry, get your butt over here.
Oh, could that be maybe why I'm not seeing them on this?
No, that's Haps.
Oh, yeah.
You should be seeing them. You're seeing them. They're there.
Okay. Oh, I missed it. Yeah.
Martin's hallucinating again. Okay, Perry says.
Okay.
I think I need to do a video that just features the store. Or something. Or an image or something. So if anyone has any questions, now's the time. Because we have to get outside and get things out of the car. Looks like we were waking up really early tomorrow.
And I get some work done on the laser. Get that set up.
Yeah, for tomorrow night's broadcast. Yo, Perry. See, moments ago edited. Yeah, I love how you guys are leaving the comments and he can't see them. So I have a Photoshop Dragon to work on, and it's a little more broken up, and I'm having a hard time getting things on here. So my next podcast, we should have better.
Yeah, well, once we get those permissions and have Chrome restarted, then that should be fixed, and we can actually
So
share
coming.
images. How we coming?
I should not be yawning.
Yeah. So I'm gonna connect an LED up to this guy because we got the other white LED that's got a blue gel, and then
Hey, there he is.
that should work. There's Perry.
This version of the stunt laser is actually called a tactical green laser in Canada. 100% same thing, 100% legal. Okay. Do you see the price?
3-4 grand maybe.
How many lightsabers have you guys done over the years?
Let's see. Started with the non-working
No,
version of
over the
this. Oh,
years.
over the years. The non-working version of this, 99.
No, before that.
Before that,
In the one apartment in the co-op. We've got the pictures of them laid out on the half wall.
oh, that's right. Yeah,
There was like 6 of them we made, or
that's
7 of
right.
them
We
we made.
built a few. Yeah, including one for my nephew as a gift. Our
7 of
nephew
them.
as a gift. Yeah.
7,
Mhm.
and then there were 2 more we made for cosplayers.
Yeah.
8, 9, and then there was the 2 non-working ones that were made out of scrap pieces, basically.
Mm-hmm.
10, 11, and then our first working one, 12. About, well, geez,
Mm-hmm.
then these, about 25 or 30 by now.
Probably about 25.
And then the double saber, there was the double Darth Maul saber we made for Kelly.
Right. When we were in our studio in Toronto before we moved to BC.
The big studio. Yeah, like 25, 30 of them.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm back. $80 Canadian to 160 Canadian for the laser alone.
On Amazon.
Well,
okay, I just saw Baxter go leaping over the other 2 cats in the hallway.
they're both looking at him like, what
what
happened?
the heck? They're looking at each other going, yeah, okay. Kids.
We'd have to budget materials. What does it need? What kind of battery does it need? What kind of... That's thank you.
Yay,
Spotlights.
Spotlight.
Hello, my bad man. Hello, my darling. Hello.
Everybody do the Michigan rag.
The new store. Because Perry's here now. There you
Was
go.
that difficult to work on the double lightsabers? They definitely have a challenge because you have now 2 sets of LEDs, 2 sets of everything, basically.
Well, the Darth
running
Maul
off of one
one
battery.
was easier because we didn't get as fancy on the core of it.
Yeah, that's true.
We that second double-ended one we made in BC, the way she designed the core was actually really kind of unstable, but we wanted to take on the challenge.
Yeah.
So we did like a fake stone in the middle and everything. But we
Hey,
discovered as
thank
she
you,
was
Ron.
thank you. Woo!
High five.
But yeah, we had to find ways to enforce it, and as she fought with it, as she swung with it, it just got wobblier and wobblier. There was just no way, so we had to change the design in the middle. And I think if we sell it, because we built it for her to act with, we didn't sell it to her. We have it in the locker, so if we sell it, we'd like to be able to redesign that a little. So actually, you guys want to see that one?
Oh yeah, we've got footage of that, don't we?
The parade ones, it doesn't show up that much.
Did that little night shoot when we went to see Solo. No, it wasn't Solo. It was.
Were you involved in creating Jabba the Hutt? No, we weren't involved in the movies themselves.
God, we were too young.
We'd like to. Yeah, we were kids.
It was 1983. I was 16. So you would have been 14?
No, 1978. The original
movies. Sorry, Jabba the Hutt was.
Well, Jabba the Hutt would be, yeah,
would be
but the
Return of the Jedi,
original
yeah.
movies would have been, like, started in 78, so.
77, yeah. I was 10
sorry.
when Star Wars came out, yeah.
Yeah, and I was 8 because it came out before my birthday. So, yeah, we were way too young. Let me see if I can find the videos for you. Slideshows. See if Haps will take this. because these haven't been converted. Oh, they're M4Bs.
Wow, yeah.
You make me feel so young. Thanks, Ron. Really high five. I'm high and my pain level is 5.
Ah,
Oh my god.
awesome.
All right, I guess we're gonna stay on a little longer. Um, mhm. Did I convert it at all? Stefan, Monarch, Pirates, Star Wars MOV. Does it have any video to it or just.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can hear it.
I'm
But...
awake now.
Okay, those are photos, not video, but. Let me see if I can do this for you guys.
Okay, so that set of internals works.
So I think we fried the other one.
We might have. Maybe that's why they were loose in the lightsaber kit, as opposed to actually in a lightsaber.
Yeah. So we need to get more of those.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a slideshow from a photo shoot. Let's let it load. I don't know. You should see 19-year-old Christina and dialect-looking Martin
Yeah.
Sumsang.
Yeah, really.
Did we ever shop at Sale Electronics? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
God yeah.
Hey, now the new place, we're only a few blocks away from Sale.
It's dangerous. We did a lot of shopping in Active Surplus.
Back
A
in the day.
lot.
So sad that Active Surplus is gone.
Oh, fine. See, part of the problem here is a lot of things have been moved onto other drives.
What is the most fun thing that we got to build over the years? And wow.
Personally, I seriously love redoing that bridge, like rebuilding the classic bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that was a very personal, wonderful experience.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Radio Shack? What? I used to work
Martin
for Radio
used to
Shack.
work for Radio Shack. Was this the? No, that's not the right one. I don't think the videos of the lightsabers are on here. So here we go. Let me play this for you guys. I'm gonna make this the number one, the big one. This is a photo shoot, but it'll I'm just gonna turn it down so you guys can still hear. Stars are gone now. I know.
Mm-hmm. We have the Source up here in Canada, which is the sort of the replacement for Radio Shack. It's what it eventually evolved to become.
In all the years, you guys, to build R2 and Mutt and the lightsabers, what is the most fun? Yeah, I'd say the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes, like, I mean, there's always new challenges, so there's always new fun on there, so I don't fall. Okay, that's a good idea.
Okay.
And a yellow wing. Oh, don't fall.
Oh, the yellow wing sign. Fall, don't fall. Don't fall.
I don't think the
That's
videos...
technically what they did in my mother.
Yeah. I think the videos of the sabers in the dark. I don't think they're on any of these drives.
What I do, my house is filled with vintage tech starting in the early 1900s. Nice, that's right, yeah.
Functional basic. Ron's stuck.
I think
Someone
he's
kick
stuck.
him.
Yeah. It must be the meds. It's got a little loopy.
Let's try one more time. Movie. Lightsabers a movie.
No.
Oh yeah, this is a rehearsal. I don't know if it'll
Oh,
convert
that
or
might
not
work.
because it's an old. Let me see if I can. It's on the live drive. 2018. Oh, it's a Peaks broadcast.
Oh, that's right. That's the one we were playing around with peaks.
2018, January. Lightsabers MOV. Let's see if this will upload. Very talented. Thank you, honey.
Thank you. Yeah.
Ba, ba, da, ba, ba. So let's see if this will load. It's actually having a really slow load time. So possibly not. Let's see. I don't know who here has is aware of Peaks. It was another social media broadcasting. Let me see if I can trim it down a little. So be patient, Padawan. Just trimmed off the beginning and the end a bit. Done. Export. 720.
While she's doing that, you're seeing in my little work window here the little board that I've just clamped in the helping hands is the charging board that we're going to try out on her lightsaber.
I wonder if Peaks is still around. I am your father. You are, Perry? Damn.
That's what happens when we blink.
I know. In cosplay, what was the most coolest, amazing thing that you got to see and do?
Oh, wow. That's a very good question.
See and do. Well, do. I'm rather fond of the Maleficent wings.
Mm-hmm.
They were quite the experiment, and I'm happy they did wind up working.
Yeah, really.
You know,
Exactly.
we can improve on the design, but yes, I am. All right, Perry, if you want that responsibility, we should let my mom know. Holy crap.
Yeah, she'll need to know that.
Okay, this
What?
is going to take too long to convert. Look at that.
Oh my. 47 minutes.
That's right, not the kind of broadcast. Okay.
And we can't screen share, right? Because it's that issue
Well,
we're
I
still
don't know
having, right?
if QuickTime can. Because it's QuickTime, right? Application window. Apps Untitled. Let's see if it'll do it. Oh.
It might be.
It just. Hey!
We have it.
So QuickTime doesn't mind. Okay. Again, we'll make that one. This was a peak broadcast. Just have to go over here and hit play.
That was our place out in Burnaby.
It's actually fairly high resolution. I don't know if Peaks is still around. I haven't logged in years. This was 2018. Oh yeah, that's right. Ed's was a custom design as well. So the red, yeah, 2 red LEDs. We started the first time we made it before we upgraded it. We did red filters over white LEDs. It worked okay, but it was too faded, especially for performance. I'm yeah, that looks cool at night. Yeah, they always look better at night.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that double Seder, we did. It's kind of corridor to it in the middle with four, yeah, 4 metal posts.
Three,
Three,
three metal
but we changed
connecting
that
bars. Yeah.
because it wasn't stable enough.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it's got a saber core inside it as well. One of the Sith ones. But that lightsaber is worth a couple thousand. That's right, the batteries were 2 batteries.
Yeah, there are 2 batteries in it. Yeah.
So unfortunately, the one battery was starting to die and the other one was full. Oh, yeah, that's right. We put the batteries in one side at first and it just made
Yeah.
it too uneven.
And you wouldn't think it would make much of a difference. The batteries only being, that big, but it can
Oh,
actually.
hers are bigger. We put the larger
Oh,
batteries in the
that's right.
double
Yeah.
saber.
There's more this size here. Oh.
Yeah, we put those in that double saber.
Yeah.
They're much larger. And then Ed and I. Ed and his flourishes, man.
Oh, I don't know.
How long does the battery last in the lightsaber? The single sabers, if you're running it with full like lights and everything, I'm gonna actually mute the video,
Hmm.
um, just to make life a little easier for us. Why is it not muting?
Um,
Hang on, I'll do it this way then.
yeah, that's better.
There.
Yeah.
It's better. Um, sorry, honey, got a little distracted there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but they can usually go about 3 hours without having been charged, or
Something like that. Yeah. I
three,
mean,
four
if they're
hours.
continuously run, like if you're running them, they'll probably last about an hour. But if you're turning them on, fighting with it, turning them off again, yeah, you can pretty much go an entire evening. We always have spare batteries with us when we go and do an event so that we can just pop one battery out and pop the next one in.
This is the
So,
drawback with making them chargeable, though,
hmm
is you should be able to pop one out and
like
back in.
like your phone, it's down, but you can
Yeah,
have a little portable booster battery
that's
and plug
true.
in your lightsaber and give it a little boost charge.
If you just want to walk with it and not swing it around as much,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Um, the problem with these batteries is once they die, they die. I
Hmm.
mean, they have the power to be able to light those up really brightly and keep them going, but if you let them die completely, they never charge back up again.
Yeah.
So you can't let them die completely. It's the kind of battery we chose to use.
Hmm.
Um, where's my
So she,
Maleficent? Oh, I don't know where it is.
Maleficent. Which one?
Staff. And do we have the battery for it?
It is
Right, we'll do that on another
another
broadcast
time.
because I want to remake my Maleficent staff. But you can't get that power out of just a regular battery. So, to get that kick, let me go forward a little bit. There, that's where she. so that in the video you could see the center core of it. It's the same fight.
Mm.
Oh, and this was the four-way
This is,
fight.
yeah. That's a lot of
I love it
lightsabers.
when you get lightsabers going. The four-way fight was fun to choreograph.
No, we can't see comments.
Mm-mm. I'll get over there.
Okay.
All right, this is when we were still working it through. Is there a possible way to have a chargeable batteries in the lightsabers? Well, they are chargeable batteries.
They are.
It's just if you completely let them die, they don't charge again. If you don't completely let them die, then they will charge again.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like they're AA rechargeables type thing. These you have to order in. You can get them on
Mm-hmm.
Amazon, complete with the charger and everything. And again, we'll include a charger for a price. We'll just order new batteries with a charger. So if you don't have the right kind of charger, well, then that's okay. We just factor that into the price and
Mm-hmm.
get a charger as well.
Clack, 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 clack.
Yes.
It's funny that the lightsabers do have their sound going on right now, but you can't hear it because of the, you're in this great, outdoor setting and camera's a little bit farther away.
You hear them a lot better indoors.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we had them set on low out of respect for the neighbors.
Yeah, it's the number of times we had to call car.
Car, yes.
Some drive past, giving
Working
us this
through
funny
answer
look.
source. So thank you both for that. You
Hey,
are so
Ron's
welcome,
back.
Vince.
How you doing?
Hi, Ron. I keep checking it. How you feeling? There says I'm crazy about a laser inside a gun looking thing.
Did she check your meds?
But there, yeah, you can see the little stone inside the middle of her saber, just glowing lightly there. Yeah, Peaks was doing a lot of updates too. That was same kind of thing. Oh, we've always been doing that.
We've done that for years.
Some things never change. So there you go. There you go. I should be passed out. Well then,
she said I should not be functional. I should be passed out. Well, you're being overstimulated.
does anyone in the neighborhood tell you guys stop playing with the lightsabers? Yes. Yes. Especially since we practiced on the street, because it seemed the best place to practice.
Well, yeah.
And we were doing a lot of parades and stuff, so we wanted to make sure that we practiced on the surface that we're going to be performing on, and that's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, honey, I am starting to fade, and we still have things to do.
I think we can call this. We're an hour and a half, so we were originally only going to go an hour,
That's
and I'm
right.
apparently starting to slur my speech. And we do have a card
Thank
download.
you, Vince. So, everyone, remember a $5 sponsorship will get you a discount code for our online store. There's new product that will be added soon, and I'm probably going to do some reformatting so there's less categories and we can focus things and funnel them into a more direct access to the products. Um, Custom building is what we normally do, so the store is a new thing.
Mhm.
There's a number of different kinds of products we'll be experimenting with. Right now, we're clearing out a new product that did come across country, as well as working on wing designs that are marketable as well.
Mhm.
So feel free to get a hold of us and talk to us at any times you need. Email is the best way, carhunger.com,
Mhm.
CARR,
HUNGER. Mhm.
at CARR
HUNGER.
.com, and the .ca is the actual store. Thanks for everything. You are so welcome, Vince. Would it be better for me to like add a bunch of things since my crazy shipping situation? It probably would. Um,
Yeah.
Ron, if you want, I'll hold on what you already bought and wait.
Yeah. But again, yeah, the Voyager, the glassware, the decanters, all the etched glass
We
stuff,
can't make new
we
stuff.
can't do that right now because we've got that's the other laser which is in storage.
Yes. So we can't.
And the worst part is with the pandemic going on and the lockdowns, we can't even contact Makerspace because they're not even operating at the moment. Yeah.
Exactly. So we'll hold on to it. But keep in mind, when it comes to any kind of glassware or anything like that, it says last of stock for a reason. Until we can get the other laser in a position to be working, we can't do it.
Hmm.
You know,
Yep.
same with the ABS. We can't do the ABS on the smaller machine.
Hmm.
So we're gonna have to figure out other materials.
Yep.
The oopsie category. No, I plan on doing that within the next 24 hours. I keep meaning to, and things keep happening, like winding
Hmm.
up in the hospital.
Hmm.
Tomorrow's another day. The other machinist at work is leaving Tuesday, so my workload will be doubling.
Oh,
Much
fun.
finalization to be done. Corporate Masters at 6 a.m. Bid you adieu, 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 adieu.
I do. You
Maple
do?
syrup dreams. And
Maple
send it,
syrup
lol. Oh, you want us
dream.
to send it then? Okay.
Okay. We'll find out in November. Okay.
All right. That's cool. So, everyone, remember, respect yourself more than anyone else can, and everything will be just fine. The $5 sponsorships give you a discount code for our store. $5 sponsorships and or $5 worth of rewards will get you into our story time. You
Hmm.
want to know more about the story time? There's more detail about two, 3 broadcasts ago. But once a month, we are doing a story time featuring the Hapsters that have contributed the money.
Hmm. The
Okay, I'll send it tomorrow.
Porto Sipper decanter from Voyager.
Again,
We'll
until it
figure it out. Yeah.
happens. Yeah. Well, Christina, and by all means, you guys are the best.
Thank you, Vince.
Thank you, Vince. I'm actually
Always
kind of
appreciate it.
fading inside, so it's probably going to be a while because my body has become very addicted to all the salts and sugars. And
Hmm.
even though I'm not an alcoholic or anything, the alcohol on top of it all, even a small drink, seems to be affecting me. Martin's going to be kind enough and stay away from alcohol until I get the
Yeah.
all clear.
Gladly. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we don't know what's happening to my body. We'll figure it out. But
Carnivore diet.
at the moment, it's a drop in energy because I'm not ODing on salt every day anymore. And
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, it's amazing how your body adjusts to the crap you put in it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Eat less salt.
Yes,
That's the plan.
much less salt. We actually discovered apparently rosemary has similar qualities, like a type of electrolyte in it.
Maybe try MSG. Oh God, no.
No, oh God, no.
uh,
MSG is so bad for you. So bad for you. So unnatural.
hmm.
Wrong. All right, folks. We're going to go now. Respect yourself more than anyone else
Hmm.
can. Everything will be fine. Love yourself. Love and self respect. Biggest thing. You
Hmm.
know, big, huge deal. I know normally we'd be on longer, but there are things to accomplish, and I
Yep.
am fading.
Drink orange juice.
I can't handle orange juice. I'm a grapefruit.
Grapefruit juice. Watermelon has a lot of replenishing qualities to it.
Oh,
So.
Ronald, thank you. And hey, Martin,
Uh huh.
say goodnight, Martin.
Good night, Martin.
We'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Make sure you show up. Later, folks.
Keep it time.
We had a great time in Montreal. Montreal was all hard and scores. Right? Go on, camera. Camera. I'd like to. That's my favorite thing. That's my favorite. No. Well, look hot
So how much styrofoam?
No. Way too much styrofoam. The birds are confused. Like, what's this city doing?